from Subtle Art Soap Company, Maple Bourbon Triple Butter Shave Soap. This time around, we're going to do a brush load, build a lather, and have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's BarberGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Let's get right to it. We've got some hot water in our Paul Gruner shaving bowl. We're going to dump that out right there. We've got some hot water on top of the Maple Bourbon Shave Soap like that. We're going to dump that out. I've got the same brush that I used for the very first shave we did with the Maple Bourbon Shave Soap. We did a scoop, not a brush load. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 3MB Lighthouse Special Shaving Brush. Big thank you to David Lair and Indie Brushworks. And we're going to go ahead and just wet that down a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and do a brush load. Okay, got some dampness in there. And we're going to do a nice brush load, and then we're going to build a lather. And we should avoid some of the clumps and that sort of thing due to our over scooping the first time around. We got a great lather, but I did scoop a little too much. That's why I like the brush load, because I can kind of gauge it a little bit better. And boy, oh boy, this is a nice brush load. This is really nice. You can kind of see how that lather is just building a little bit of that cream on the inner rim there, which tells me we're good to go. Got a little bit of water in the bottom of the bowl here. We're going to use it because I think we're going to need it. We did our pre-shave wash with the Cube 2.0, and look what we're getting here. We're getting a really nice lather. All right, here, it's just starting up, and I need a little more water. All right, so we're going to just dip the tips in and get some more water. And this is going to be a nice lather, I can tell. But it's going to need water. Again, I probably could have done a little less of a brush load. This stuff makes heaps and heaps of lather. The key is to get the correct soap to water ratio. That's why you don't want to add a lot of water in the beginning. Add water as you go. A little bit, maybe a little more, that sort of thing. And then you'll get that really nice, creamy, yogurty consistency that we're getting here. Boy, oh boy, oh man, is that nice. Again, look how much I have here. I think I can get a little bit more. Now, just like the first time around, I have 3 days worth of beard growth. And, ooh, there's the toe drop, the Zerati shift. I know I'm there. I know I'm there now. Wow, look at this. This, oh man, check that out. Boom, lather, that is great. That really whipped up quickly. Wow. We're going to go ahead and paint this on. Again, we've got 3 days worth of beard growth here. And as much as I don't like to have that much beard growth, I like to have it for purposes of making sure you can see that I have a beard when I'm on camera. Because 1 day's worth of beard growth sometimes doesn't photograph as well as it should. Also like to put a shaving soap like this through its paces to see how much lather we can generate, the kind of coverage we're going to get, how the brush performs, and this brush performs wonderful. Man, oh man. Check that out. Wow. Look how quick and easy that was. Man, oh man, is that, what great coverage. Wow, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the razor we're going to use is not the same. Last time we used the Schlues. This time we're going to use, from the razor company, the TRC aluminum razor right here. Boy, it's a nice razor. And we're going to go ahead and take that apart there. Hang on 1 minute. There it is. A little bit different because the stainless steel pins are in the base plate. Let me get this out of the way here so you can see that a little bit easier. Stainless steel pins are in the base plate, and you got holes in the cap that kind of line up with those. And we do have an O-ring. All right, so we're going to use a Voska Teflon coated blade. Like these a lot. Let's open this up. And, oh yeah, look at that. Double wrapped. Love that. Love that. Okay, and this is going to be a little trickier to load on camera because it's kind of backwards. You've got the base plate here with the posts like that. Okay, see that? All right, and then you've got the cap going in there like that, lining up with the posts like that. I'm going to get underneath there. Okay, there we go. Got that there like that. Yeah, this happened. I think this happened the first time I did it. And then the right hand is holding the cap and base plate. Left hand is holding the handle. Okay, so I'll do that, and then usually it's this way like this, but because of the way that loads up, it's kind of backwards, but it's still loaded up beautifully. And look at the balance and alignment there, huh? And the end tabs are enclosed in the razor head. Beautiful aluminum razor. Again, really kind of neat the way it's configured with the pins in the base plate. Again, stainless steel pins and posts. And also, I believe the inner threads on the handle are also stainless steel, I believe. I know the pins and the post are stainless steel, assuming that the little threaded sleeve on the inside of the handle is also stainless. All right, we're going to heat this up under some hot water. We're going to drain the sink a little bit. All right. The lather has remained really, really nice and stable. Like this one a lot. And again, the scent is wonderful. All right, 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Boy, that's marvelous. That really is. Wow. Boy, again, just doing a great job on the neck. The slickness in the glide carries through from the top by the jawline all the way down to the bottom of the neck without pinching or biting on that final little bit of the stroke. Boy, that's great. Wow, very, very smooth. This razor is delightful. Okay, there you go. Some great residual slickness. Overall, wonderful, wonderful protection. My gosh, I like to make sure I get all those little stragglers on the upper lip. You know, some of those hairs that will grow out a little longer, maybe curl over. I like to get those, and I got them. I got them on the first pass. This razor got about 95% of the upper lip. My gosh, that is great. Very, very smooth, efficient, and close. Wonderful, wonderful protection from this lather. First pass done. Let's rinse. Well, just like the first time we used the maple bourbon shave soap, I'm just putting my foot into the front door of a socially acceptable shave. I am in socially acceptable shave territory, just entering, 1 foot in. I think maybe the schlues was a little more efficient, but it also had a little more blade feel. But this razor is doing a delightful job. It really is. And look how much lather I have here. I did not splash in the bowl. Even if I did, it's going to come back. Look at that. That's fantastic. We're going to paint this on and have a better face feel for this beautiful, beautiful lather. And I'll tell you, this is such a wonderful, silky, smooth feel on the skin. This is marvelous. I love this triple butter shave soap. I love it. I really do. This is really a good one. And I love this scent. This scent can be used year-round, but it's particularly good in the fall, even heading into the holiday season. My gosh, look at that. Look at how that painted on. And My gosh, that was great. Wow. Now, if I have any left over, I'll probably do a head shave because, boy, there's a lot here. And again, I'm painting a little more on the upper lip. I don't know why. This razor got the majority, more than the majority. But we'll do a little touch up on the upper lip. All right, we're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grater. And again, great residual slickness. Really, really wonderful, comfortable shave. The TRC razor came courtesy of viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, thank you very, very much. And again, just a little touch up, like right here, I could just go, and maybe here. Wow. And again, the upper lip is, for all practical purposes, complete, but we'll just do a little bit of touch up, a little closer to the nostrils. Boy, this razor did a great, great job. But the lather provided a lot of protection. Second pass done. Let's rinse. The shave is done. Absolutely done. Wonderful, wonderful result. Wow. Great, great scent. Beautiful body and density. Well, we'll talk all about it on the other side. Going to do my final rinse routine. Warm water rinse, cold water rinse, and I'll see you on the other side for the alum block. So hang in there with me. Very, very refreshing. That was marvelous. Clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. What a great shave. What a great shave. I feel so great. Man. What a great shave. That was marvelous. Wow. Wow. Well, we're going to get our alum block. This is the Phoenix Shaving Solid alum block. We're going to run under some cold water and see what kind of feedback we get. As I recall, the first time around with this, when we scooped out the shave soap and made a lather, we didn't get any zinging or stinging as far as I can recall. I'll have to look at the video again, but I don't recall anything that hit me over the head is what I'm saying. All right, here we go. That's nice. Now, do I have a little bit? Maybe something here and something there. Don't know what that is. No, I think that's just a crease in my neck. I think that's what that is. I thought it was something else. Love the rounded edge on this alum block so I can get it right up underneath, comfortably underneath the nostrils. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's a phantom nick. You know, if it's something I can tell you is below the shave line there, and that little bit of residual slickness, I think, if that's something there, really definitely aided in giving me a lot of protection. That's my guess. Any other shave soap, you know, off the shelf, big box store kind of shave soap would probably have resulted in a nick. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Whatever it was protected by Maple Bourbon by Subtle Art Soap Company. Here's the dry dock. There is the alum block. I did dry it off a little bit. We'll let the dry dock do the rest of the work there. Let it dry out. Boy, oh boy, I may have splashed a little bit in here, but it comes right back. Look at this. Look at what we got here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at his body and density here. Look, 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 look. Even with that little extra water there, look, I've got enough. Look at that. I got enough for another 2 passes. Boy, this stuff is great. And here's some right around here. Just kind of scrape it all out of the bowl. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boy, this stuff is great. Triple butter from Subtle Art Soap Company, Maple Bourbon. Love, love, love this scent. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely ideal. We're going to finish it off with the Maple Bourbon aftershave right here. It does have alcohol in it, and we're going to shake it up because on the back label it says shake well. Okay, I'll let you see that again. Shake well. All right, and we did shake well, and we're going to go ahead and be generous with this because we love this scent. And we'll use the Jimmy V method. We'll let that alcohol evaporate a little bit, and then we'll slap on nothing but the good stuff. Let it evaporate a little bit. Okay, oh yeah, we're letting the alcohol, I can just, the scent is starting to emerge. All right, here we go. I like that feel. That's nice. There's kind of like a little bit of tightening going on. You know, your skin is really starting to tighten up a little bit and give you that nice youthful glow. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's great. Wow. Great, great shave. This is terrific. Maple Bourbon from Subtle Art Soap Company. My thanks to Joe and Sadie for very, very kindly filling my order and getting these to me in a timely fashion. I really do appreciate that. Maple Bourbon from Subtle Art Soap Company. Triple butter shave soap. This is great stuff. Check out all their shaving soaps. Their scents are marvelous. They sent along some samples, and each one is an absolute winning scent. And this performance is wonderful. Like it a lot. And here is the bottom line. I prefer doing a brush load rather than a scoop. I think the brush load, for me, is a little more enjoyable, and I think I get a little better consistency from the lather. First time around, we did a scoop because they recommended scooping it because their shave soap is soft, but I don't think their shave soap is so soft that you cannot do a brush load. I think it's fine for brush loading, as you can see right here. And again, you don't have to do a whole lot of brush loading. Well, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look to see how many swirls I did, but I could probably do half of that and get a great, great heap of lather. This stuff is great. From Subtle Art Soap Company, Maple Bourbon. We'll have a link below to their website. Check this one out and everything that they offer up there. Again, my thanks to Joe and Sadie. Maple Bourbon, shave soap, Subtle Art Soap Company. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so to give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.